Now it's
So we've been on several journeys tonight. It's been wonderful being here for all of those. What I'm going to talk about something very important to me. Okay, some of you, if you follow me on Facebook, you might already know about this. I'm going to talk about the importance and the superiority of Colgate toothpaste. Are you satisfied with your current oral health products? At the end of the day, do you feel fresh or do you still have a shitty residue from one of those other pastes? Because whether you're eating shit or talking shit, you had shit in your mouth today. Do you have faith that your current paste is going to be able to clean all that shit out of your mouth? Well, I'm here to guarantee you that Colgate toothpaste can. All right. Well, coming out to this side of town, I don't come over here that often. I had an ex that lived in this area, and for a minute, I got really kind of nervous that I was going to run into him, and then I remembered he's dead. Because he killed himself. Do you need to brighten your thoughts? Why not start with your smile? Colgate toothpaste. So I'm a militant feminist that has ruined my life. Ruined it. It's so bad. And I have all these people a lot of times will try and tell me that I should not be that way. I should be a feminist. And, whatever. I hear a lot of interesting arguments. But this guy, the other day, he really presented an excellent case. And what he said was, come on! And I was like, you're right, I'm trying to stand up for the rights of women around the world. And I'm not really appeased by International Women's Day, which, by the way, do you think in China on that day, this guy was about to just backhand a slave, and he was like, oh, wait a second. It's today International Women's Day. I can wait till tomorrow. Right. So I stand up for stuff like that, and then every time I stand up for something, it's like just drenching myself in napalm and setting it on fire, and I only have one of two choices, which is to let it burn, or like try and brush it off of me, which just spreads it everywhere, makes me burn faster. But you know that guy was right. Come on! You got me. I feel dead inside. But thanks to the breath-freshening greatness of Colgate toothpaste, nobody else has to know I'm dead inside. I do a lot of like ranty, angry. All right, I'm getting older, and there's some things about that. There are subtle things that I never would have thought. Like if a young lady has something on her face, like a crumb or something, people would be like, oh, your beautiful face, let me get that off of there. When I have something on my face, they're like, yeah, it's character. I don't even need to ask her what she had for lunch, because it's I'm trying to date. It was really hard to work Colgate into all of these jokes. Working on it. It's a new thing. Oh, by the way, too, I don't know if this is appropriate tonight, but I'm not a lesbian. I'm celibate, and the two looks are just very similar. Which means I get all the hatred and none of the community. But I still, I try and date, because I'm not really celibate. I'm more like demisexual, whatever. but I try and date, and I cannot get it right. I can't. I never have been good at, like, I've read all the Cosmos, like all of them, and I still can't get it right. Like you're supposed to be a lady on the streets and a freak in the sheets. See, I can't even. You're supposed to be a lady on the streets and a freak in the sheets, right? And I get that mixed up. I'm a freak on the streets, which means I like to fuck in my car. On or near a street. And then in the sheets, I'm like, oh, would you like some brie? Or should we play croquet? Or whatever ladies say. Isn't that what ladies say? Pardon me, would you put that inside here? Is that the lady like, what? No. I don't do any of that. Also, I'm not good at dating because I empathetically encourage women to argue with men, to get into arguments with men. Sorry, guys. You've had your time in the sun. And so there's like a few things, ladies, most of you will know, and guys, I'm going to ruin all your tactics. If a guy calls you a crazy bitch, that means you're smarter than him, and he has nothing else to say. I don't think any of the guys in this room right now would be the guy that I'm talking about, calling people crazy bitches. So I'm going to abandon that joke. Because it really only works in a room full of assholes. And that's not where we are tonight at all. Let's see. Growing up, I was the only girl. I grew up amongst all boys, and clearly, and they never knew what to do with me. I didn't know what to do with them. I'd try and play and be like, G.I. Joe, let's play Army. And they'd be like, Laura, you want to play hide and seek? Why don't you go hide? And I thought I was like an Olympic level like hider. I thought I had like a future in professional hide and seeking. But really, they just never looked for me. I know, it's sad, but don't worry. I got them back because I hit their insulin. Who's laughing now? Me, because I'm the only one left. Yeah.
Dark.
Yeah, it's dark. So, guys, I have to say, too, I am really jealous of the simple needs of the penis. Just want something that's, like, warm and cozy. That's all the needs of the penis. Wet, warm, and cozy. Sorry, I forgot the wet. It's also why I'm not successful at sex. Because what I have going on here is this delusional system that every month thinks there's a baby coming. Every month. So she, like, gets the room ready, like, hangs pictures, fluffs the pillows, hangs the curtains, you know what I'm saying. And then every month, when it doesn't happen, she freaks out, rips it all down, and throws it out the trash chute. Which is what I call my vagina. I say the word vagina when I do comedy a lot, in a lot of mixed rooms. It's always a mixed room. It's very rarely all women. Guys in the room will get uncomfortable, like, why do you have to say that word? So I came up with a solution. So instead of saying that a lot of times, I'll say, oh, guys, you know that hole you stick your dick in? And they're always like, oh, I'm listening. What does my dick do next? We weren't even talking. What else? Let's see. Getting older, whatever. It's awful. I would say if you're young, just get married because it's probably not going to work out anyway. And it's a lot better than being whatever age I am and saying, really, never, nobody, ever. That was before I was using Colgate. But now, I'm on the right path. Let's see. I wasn't going to do that much time, but this is so fun. You guys are so fun. What do you want to talk about? What do you want me to talk about? Something. So I'll do it. So the transgender bathroom thing happened, and I'm pissed because a lot of times when I'm out, people are like, what is she? And I used to just be able to go into the ladies' room, and they'd be like, oh, she's a lady. And anyway. You know how many times I get checked to see if I have an Adam's apple? It's so fun. No? Is it the hair? Do I look feminine today? Is that such a mashup? I'm so confusing. Cars? No, I don't want to talk about that. What do you give me something? You got nothing?
I got nothing.
You got nothing?
Sorry, I'm a musician, not a comedian.
Oh, you're a human. You are a human. I'm an artist who I do sculpture, and being an artist in the comedy world is tricky because every time I show my comedian friends my work, they're like, looks like a dick. I do make a lot of dicks. The other thing, some of you guys might be able to relate to it, when I tell people I'm an artist, they're like, oh, I wish I could draw. I can't even draw a straight line. Well, you know what, buddy? I went to art school, and I'm deep in debt to learn to draw a straight line. You use a ruler. Worth every penny. I'll do one other thing, or I don't know how many things I'll do, but, this is fun. So there's some ladies here. Where are my ladies?
Yeah.
Where are my dames? Woo! We got any broads in the house?
Actually, that's me. I changed my mind. I'm a broad.
Say what?
I'm a broad.
You're a broad?
Yeah.
Alright, that's cool. We're all different, that's the point. But any dream girls? Do we have any dream girls? Any aspiring? No? So I'm going to go over some things with you guys. So there's a checklist to be a dream girl. Okay? I'm going to go over the checklist to be a dream girl. There is also a checklist to be a dream guy. Right? It's equality here. We're all about equality. We're going to start with the checklist to be dream girl. So you can respond because it's in question form. That's how the joke's written. Okay. So, those aspiring to be dream girls, did you do 20 minutes of cardiovascular or calisthenic exercise today? Yeah. Did you follow that with a shower? I know you didn't. You told me earlier. Did you follow that with a shower where you used products to make your hair soft and silky, and your face free of signs of acne and aging, and your skin smooth and lightly scented because we don't want to smell like people.
Gross.
Nah, yeah. Flowers is the way to go. And then after the shower, did you use a minimum of 6 beauty products? 6. Deodorant doesn't count. Okay. It's a minimum. It's like in our office space, the minimum flag. Anyway, Then after that, did you get dressed according to how much you wanted to have sex tonight? Sure, we'll go with that. And then 2 ladies, did you apologize for at least 4 things today that weren't your fault? 4 things. And then there's some of us ladies who are butterfaces, right? But you have to at least try to get up to a margarine face. Just gotta at least try. Which means what you do is you start with a butterface, and then you apply so many chemicals that you can't believe it's not butterface anymore. And then you will have achieved margarine face status. So it's a segment of a very long list of featuring girls, so I don't want to leave the guys out because I'm not allowed. Just kidding. You guys are great. I'm serious. You guys really are fantastic. It's hard to not sound sarcastic when you're a comedian. So the guys dream guys list. So there is a list. Okay, are you guys ready for your list?
Yes.
Okay. Guys, that thing you said you were gonna do today, did you do it? Sorry, we know you'll get to it tomorrow. Totally fine. Guys, that's the end of your list. So, that's all we need you to do, is what you say. That's it. Okay. Yeah, I have my big closer is like a ladies' joke. You guys probably... Alright, well, whatever. I need to tell this joke until every woman in the world has heard it. Or every person, because I think it's important for everybody. So, ladies, if you want to find out what that guy you're sleeping with, what he really, truly thinks of you deep, deep, deep down inside, beyond all his poetic words, right? What you do, the key thing, I've done a lot of research on this, is what you do is you pay attention to where on your body he comes. Okay? Anywhere on the head, and he does not respect you. Alright? And that's as far as my research went. If he comes on your back, he doesn't want to see your face. I don't know. It's one of my favorite jokes to tell. I've been close. So a couple, I told that joke one time, and a couple off to the side of the stage immediately started arguing. It was great. We all knew. We all knew what that was. But I just remember the Sesame Street joke. You guys know Sesame Street, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you guys familiar. Did you know that show is actually made for really sad children? No. It's very clear if you listen to the song, right? Sunny days sweeping those clouds away. Sunny out. You seeing clouds, kids depressed. Okay. On my way to where the air is clean. Sesame Street's just in another part of the city. It's in the city, so the kid is used to the scent of prostitution and gunpowder. I don't know. The air is cleaner. Anyway, can you tell me how to get to? He stutters because his dad beats him. And then the next verse is, come and play. My mom's been gone for days. It's just HIV, not full-blown AIDS. Can you tell me how to get my uncle not to touch me? My uncle not to touch. Sorry if your uncles touch you. They don't. Might be a little too close to home. This is fun. I want to keep going, but I don't. Trying to think of silly jokes because everything's so heavy. Did all the Colgate stuff. What kind of toothpaste do you guys use?
Tom's Colgate.
Yes, who said Colgate? He's the only one that's right. The other guys, you're just gonna lose your teeth. Is it worth it? Worth it to you? Art. I did my art jokes. Well, I guess, yeah, the other stuff is, I don't know. Can we move over there and I'll do another set? No, I'm just kidding. Let's see what the red lighting brings out of me. It's just that, it's hard. It's hard because I know I'm supposed to be like the lighthearted side of tragedy, but this weekend was really hard. Anyway, I love to end my sets on a high note. I can't think of... So I haven't done this one in a while. I used to work in a grocery store for a long time. I worked at Publix. And we'd always get these kids that would come in. They would think they were just so fucking punk rock, you know? They'd come in, and you know what they would steal? Power bars. Because it takes a lot of energy to be hardcore. You know? It's ridiculous. They wouldn't steal beer, you know what I mean? Anyway, and so they went outside, I followed them outside one time, and I was like, listen, you think you're fucking punk rock? You are not punk rock until you get to a band where your bassist only has one string on his bass, and your guitarist keeps missing practice because he is strung out on heroin. Then you come in here and you steal beer. Then you will be hardcore. And then I pushed up my hipster glasses and I went back inside. Yeah, I didn't do that joke right at all. Not at all. I have one other, there's another true story. When I was little, I had a puppy. Man, I loved this puppy. Her name was Bella. I loved her. And my parents were like, Laura, don't tease the puppy. I was like, absolutely. And so I was teasing the puppy one day, and it's like, tooth caught in my hand, and it like ripped my hand open. And my mom was like, were you teasing the puppy, Laura? Were you teasing the puppy? I was like, no, Mom, I wasn't teasing the puppy. And then the puppy went away. And I thought they just returned it. But of course, it turns out years later, they put the puppy down. So lesson, lying kills puppies. Got it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Please don't make me lie. So I believed that my whole life, and then I see Sarah McLachlan on TV, and there are all these puppies, and I'm like, I don't even know what to believe anymore. There's like Trump, but they're all alive. Anyway. Everybody, please vote for Trump because I've always wanted to start a riot.
Yes.
If anybody wants to learn how to shoot guns with me, let me know.
Yes.
It's necessary. I can't even talk about Trump. I mean, he's a joke in himself. What else? I guess that's, I'm going to think about 40 other things I wanted to say as soon as I turn this mic off, but you guys are really super duper, and thank you so much, Majeed, for allowing me to be a part of this.
Thank you.
And,